Hello, good day. Welcome to Inner Alchemist Tarot for a general reading for anyone that tunes in here, for all zodiac signs for the whole month of October. And as we connect here with everybody joining in, let's take a good deep breath before we start the reading. Thank you, Spirit, as you're always looking out from our eyes and guiding us and co-creating this beautiful dream manifested as we continue to expand this place and walk in beauty. And thank you so much for the messages that are coming through for our peeps here who are tuning into this today. So we have a big month ahead of us. We're approaching eclipse season, and we're in the sign of Libra. So I have it, as you can see, already laid out some cards here. I didn't pull them. I just wanted to, they didn't come out. I mean, I pulled them accordingly to what we're experiencing here. On the 14th is going to be a new moon solar eclipse in Libra. Okay. And we're in the sun sign of Libra. And then at the end of the month, I believe it's the 28th, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. So we start out, and I pulled the cards from these two moonology decks just to show you what we're looking at. The new moon in Libra. Know that you are loved. And so if you look here with this other card, these two different decks here, is that a new romantic cycle may begin for some of you. Okay, so you can see the balancing of the scale, because that's the sign, that's the symbol of the Libra sign, you know, balancing out the equation. It's an air sign. So some of you may be Libras, and it could be that really more potent for you, auspicious time for this to come into play. But, you know, even if it's not like romance per se, but just to know that you're loved and you choose to have that love for yourself and real strong relations with yourself first. And that's usually how it works with anything that's going to come in to your sphere as with another person. New start is coming. This is the new moon energy on the 14th. So, and then we have the new moon eclipse. So expect the powerful changes to happen. Again, with any eclipses that happen, things are just never the same. It's like tower moments. Big changes occur. We had the beginning, towards the beginning of the year, we had eclipses. And so now we're in the secondary part of it for this year. The last seasons of the eclipses during this time. So towards the end of the month, we have a full moon in Taurus, and that's a detoxifying time. And detoxification doesn't mean like, you know, of course, anything that's toxic, any chemicals, or, you know, maybe you need to eat better or detoxify yourself from any kind of chemicals that you've been taking in your body, or just a general detoxifying thing that may happen. But also, it could be thoughts. It could be poisonous thoughts, or the way that you've been thinking or feeling. And you're going to find that that's changing anyway. You don't have to go about doing this because the eclipses will present it to you. And you'll find things may be coming up within your mind and emotions that are going to be cleared out at this time. So your dreams need a practical plan. So that full moon in Taurus offers this detoxifying time. And so you really get practical with what you're doing with yourself and what the goals or plans that you have available that you want to go towards. And use this eclipse season to really hone in on that. Surrender to the divine is for the full moon. So surrendering, you know, again, if anything comes up, you'll know that it's all part of this eclipse, the detoxifying period. Things are going to come up to be released. You know, so if you find any emotions again or anything mentally happening within your being, it's because of this potency, and you're using this time for it to look at it and, you know, and allow it to pass through you. You don't have to do anything about it per se, you know, you're not fixing anything here. And just by surrendering is that you're allowing spirit to, again, when we start all these readings, is we're co-creating with the unseen realm. So you're never doing this alone. So you're surrendering to our partnerships, to the collective consciousness, you know, with the way that things are, the Tao. So it's flowing with things. And conclusions are within reach for the full moon eclipse towards the end of the month. So anything that comes up, it really is coming up for a reason to be let go and released. And the conclusions, you'll find it. You'll find that it's, you know, it's not to be brought back up again. You'll never come this way again. Dear one, it's like that, right? It comes up to be released, not to be looked at anymore. And you're not fixing anything again. It's just the stuff is just release and surrendering is what's happening. And you'll find that you'll be a much lighter, clearer version of yourself coming into this new year of 24 that we're entering. But before that, you know, into this, you know, the holiday season, you'll find that this month is beautiful for, again, detoxifying, and then really getting in touch with yourself, your mind, your emotions, and the love that you have for yourself, how your inner being, how your source being within you feels about you, loves you so much. So I just wanted to bring this out to show you what we're looking at through the cards. Again, I didn't pull them, they didn't come out magically. I just took them out of the decks to show you the energies that were presented with during this eclipse time. So this is going to be a special reading, okay? So what we're going to do is that we're going to look at like we do for the weekly readings. We're going to look at the possible energies beginning of the month. And for the first week, the second week, you know, the areas that we should be focusing on, right? And on any unexpected energies coming through towards the mid-month, you know, whatever's coming through, it could be happening in whatever week, okay? You'll see it at the progression of it. Messages and advice that is given to us, and then possible conclusions for this month, okay? So this is what we're going to do here. And again, thank you so much for joining this channel and subscribing. Appreciate you as we continue to grow. And as you subscribe, it helps others find the videos. That's how it works. The logarithms kind of, you know, they change and they get greater. The availability for people to find the videos changes as you subscribe and also like the video. Two things happens. You claim it. You claim the energies. You claim the reading for you. And it also helps others find the video. So I appreciate you so much for doing that. Okay, if you need a personal reading, contact me. All the information's in the description. And I also am a shaman, and I also offer potent healing guidance sessions, and I do psychic surgeries and really potent stuff like that. If you're ready, you'll know. You'll contact me. So that's how that works. So let us find out some overseeing messages. Oops. And call messages. Messages are like magnifying glass that we oversee the reading and really ties everything together here. Okay, so Spirit, what do we have to start out this reading? Okay, we have positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energies. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. And there's that, you know, way of being is that you don't necessarily get with what is. Anything's coming up, especially during this eclipse season, you're not holding on to it because it's coming up to simply leave. And once you recognize it as that, you don't have to sit there and try to figure out what to do with it. You just breathe it through. Do your breathing. Do a deep breathing if it gets really intense, and it will pass. So positive expectations, of course, because, you know, you're going to be satisfied with what is, and then expect and know and eager for good things that you've been dreaming and wanting to have in your life. And that's what we do. That's how we create our reality, and then we make it real, and not allow the negativity of others and the world to come into your sphere, because you know, you can create that in your life. Whatever you give attention to will show up, and it will become bigger. You know, the force that governs everything will make it bigger. So it's more of just focusing on the things that make you feel good. Your feelings matter, and that's what we talk a lot about in this channel, is that you create your reality by how you feel and what you focus on. So allowing that negative energy or anything that comes up that, you know, you don't know what to do about. Again, that's when we sit back and we allow the unseen realm to come in, all the angels that are here to guide us, and our animal spirits to come in. And we have the strength and courage to sit with things that may not feel so good, but yet not hold on to them and allow it to pass through us. That's a big message here for us. So There you go, as we start out the reading here for that. Thank you, Spirit, for that message. Let us look further what we have here for, again, the magnifying glass messages that are going to be overseeing this reading here. What are we looking at, Spirit, for? What are we looking at, Spirit, for this week? Or for this month? I do the weekly readings quite a bit. And now I'm starting to do the monthly readings here. And oh, I want to say too, White Rabbit. You know, there's you can look that up too. White Rabbit. There's a whole thing around that. Do your little research on White Rabbit and what that means. You know, there's an old myth saying, you say White Rabbit, prosperity and abundance is yours throughout the month. So it's a good thing to do on the first of the month. Fun little thing to do. Meandering pathway and flow, you know, like we were talking about. If anything comes up, it is a surrendering thing. You're flowing with the path as it meanders, but you know you have, look at the light is lit up on this wizard's wand and lighting the path, much like the hermit. And because the hermit's light is within them, they don't need anything. In fact, you don't need these readings, you don't need the cards. They're clarifications for you because you have your own connection to source. You have your own connection to the unseen, to God, to Creator. We all do. But you know, to get used to the fact that you're not walking alone. And look at all the fairies in the images here, the little sparkle fairies, the light shining through into the forest. It may seem a little bit dark as the path meanders. Number 24 is an auspicious number for this month. 4 and 2 is 6, so it's number 6. So 2, the numbers 2, 4, 24, or 6. So 2, 4, 6, or 24 are auspicious numbers for you for this month. Okay, we're going to look a little further into this. So flowing with the changes, whatever comes up with any kind of negativity or anything that, you know, temporary setbacks that may interfere the path that you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. And that's a beautiful message there. And that ties in to the first card that we pulled. Let's look a little further into this reading and see what happens here. What other messages do we have here, Spirit? For the month of October. What other messages do we have here, Spirit, for the month of October? Okay. Key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. And again, that ties in with the eclipse energies coming up this month, especially with the new moon solar eclipse. New beginnings. Expect a new cycle to happen. You know, the love for the self first, and perhaps that you will find someone that's coming into your sphere as soon as this month. And you don't give it a timeline. No, because you're basically not going after anything. It comes to you through the law of magnetism. So it's not having to make anything happen. The new beginnings start, and with your flow of the path, with whatever comes up, you take care of that. Clear out any things that don't serve you. Adventures await for those who are ready to let go of the past. And so that ties in again with the first card of positivity, faith, and optimism in the meandering path as we flow with it, knowing that Spirit's got our back. Keep the faith, that's what faith is, and trust, know that Spirit's got our back. And you take the key and open that door to a totally new beginning and directions and adventures that await for you when you are ready. And you'll know it. You will. It is a surrendering and a letting go and a flow. So what other messages do we have here, Spirit? This is the herbal astrology that I'm pulling from right here. This is a newer deck that I just got. And we're going to look into an herb. What's going to be an herbal message that's coming through for this month. Lemon balm, nurture, and number 52. So again, the numbers of 5 and 2 is coming up as auspicious number, 52, or the number 7. So the numbers 2, 5, 7, or 52 are also good numbers, okay? Heck, we just gave you a whole numbers of possibly you could play the lottery. You never know what's going to happen here. So there's another one with the wizard there, with the wizard cape showing up. And lemon balm, nurturing, and I'm not sure about the properties of that. So what I can do here, and we can just look up the number 52 and see a little bit more of the description of this, because this is important. Some of you might really want to see what this means. And so it's Earth Mother, access to the ways of the earth, planetary guardian, balance of feelings, emotions, and nurturing. So if you can see in this image here, honeybee. It was planted by beekeepers at the temple of Artemis to keep the sacred honeybees happy. Both in ancient Greece and Turkey, it was believed that planting lemon balm near beehives would attract honeybees and prevent them from abandoning the hive. So in the Middle Ages, a sprig of lemon balm was said to stanch bleeding. So in more recent history, lemon balm is used for its relaxing effect on the central nervous system, providing great relief from stress, anxiety, and depressive moods. Scientific studies have also found that lemon balm greatly eases the negative mood effects from psychological stress. Various cultures held the belief that lemon balm retained mystical soothing and memory powers. In folklore, it was used to ward off evil and promote good health and happiness. An ancient Arab physician from the 11th century declared and believed that lemon balm caused the mind and the heart to become merry, and he introduced this herb as a cause of depression and anxiety. So lemon balm embodies the archetype of both Jupiter and its feminine counterpart, the asteroid Ceres. Roman god Ceres rules health, so agricultural, nutrition, fertility, the relationship to the mother, nurturing or lack of, within family relationships, and our ultimate connection to the earth. Ceres describes that we need to feel nurtured in this life and how we nurture those around us. So, like Jupiter, her qualities are jovial, supportive to our sense of well-being and longevity. So, the guidance, give yourself permission to mother the deepest core of yourself. Listen to your inner child. Retrieve the unconscious parts of your past, forgive yourself, and liberate the inner child that has remained silent. Lemon balm assists in reconnecting to the gentle power of nurturing. Her soft and gentle touch reminds us to connect to the Great Mother in all shapes and forms. The medicine of honeybee is here to serve you, prompting you to ask yourself, where can I soften and receive? We're talking about that whole magnetism. We live in a realm of magnetism, and it is a feminine way. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman watching this, listening, is that the feminine is the receiving mode. It's allowing the law of magnetism to the stuff that we want, the things that we want for ourselves, and what we desire to come to us, and allow it to come through magnetism. That's how it works. As we get into a receptive mode, again, right there, ready to let go of the past. Because if you're trying to make things happen, or you're in that mode of anything that is pushing away the things you want, it's just not going to happen. That's how it works. So where can I soften and receive? How can I access my inner child to access great wholeness? Honeybee symbolizes the magic of nectar, vitality, prosperity, and the greater inner and outer wealth that is ahead. So that's a beautiful message for us for this eclipse season. And again, we have the jovial energies coming in, that feminine, receptive energy. Okay. Nurture yourself. Love yourself. And that's perfect for the solar eclipse coming up on the 14th for Libra, is that love. And it has a lot to tie into the romance. I always felt that the month of October is a really good month for those energies to come forth. Okay, well, now we're going to draw the tarot. We're going to find out here the possible energies beginning the month. Okay, the cards have been cut and shuffled with your energies, so we're going to look in here, Spirit. What are we looking at for the possible energies beginning the month of October? We start out with the Fool card, and boy, what a card to start out with. The Fool card is one of the most awesome cards of the tarot deck. It is the number 1 card of the Arcana, and then it starts in with the Magician card. But the Fool card is one's own journey, every human being's journey. And we start out new in this world. It's innocence and spontaneity. You haven't been touched by the world yet. It's a whole new cycle. It's the Fool who's taking a blind leap of faith and going off on a totally new path, and that ties in with a positivity, faith, and optimism as you're going into a whole new, opening the doorway with the key and letting go of that past, which is gone with the World card as the last card of the Major Arcana, and then it starts over the cycle again with the Fool card. So we start out with possible energies beginning this month as the Fool card, taking that blind leap of faith, flowing in the path, as we were saying, as these key cards here, the call cards, the magnifying glass cards that oversees the reading is clearly saying to us. And again, spontaneity, innocence, the Fool goes off into their journey and just takes that blind leap of faith off the cliff, and has, again, their friendly friend, the canine there, which is the energy spirit guide of the dog there, to go and take that leap off the cliff, going into a whole new life, a whole new way of being. So we're going to get clarifier cards for this too. So that's the possible energies beginning of this week. We're going to see what the area we should be focusing on here. Spirit, what do you have that for the month of October? Oh, we have the Empress. This is gorgeous. I'm really liking this reading. So we have the Empress energy. She wants for nothing. Talk about being in the feminine energy. You know what we were talking about here with this feminine energy, with the nurturing and being in receptive mode? Well, that's what the Empress is all about. She's the Queen of Queens, kind of like the Emperor is the King of Kings. But if you see here, she's very much in her feminine energy. That's that receptive mode. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It's the nature and the energies of the card. She wants for nothing because she's got it all. She's nurturing, compassionate, caring. She leads with all of that knowing. Look at her. She's completely satisfied. Wants for nothing. Why? Because she doesn't have to go out and get anything. She works with the law of magnetism and it comes to her. That's what makes her the Empress. So this is the energies in which we should be focusing on, is being in the Empress energy. And that's also a Taurus energy too. And that's such a beautiful, oh gosh, that is so gorgeous for this world. The Fool card is an Aquarius energy. This is the Taurus energy, which is, again, that full moon lunar eclipse that's coming at the end of the month. And that's what we should be focusing on, being in that receptive, nurturing, feminine mode. We're going to see the unexpected energies coming through. What are we looking at here, Spirit, for that, for the month of October? We have a brand new cup. We have a new cup, a new emotional beginning. We have a new journey, taking a blind leap of faith, staying in our receptive mode, receiving, being faithful, trusting, keeping the faith, keep going. And as we do, look at the hand of God is coming in and giving us a brand new emotional start. The cups are the water signs, Piscean, Cancer, and Scorpio energies. Brand new cup. Look at the dove above the cup. This is a gorgeous card. Ace of Cups is a gift coming in from the hand of Creator, going, here you go, here's a brand new start, right next to the Empress energy. This is an unexpected energies coming through. We're going to look at the messages and advice. What do we have here, Spirit? What advice do you have for us for this month of October? And thank you for those messages. And now we have the entrepreneurial energy of the King of Wands. And he is a fiery energy, that masculine energy that you are going to find that you're sitting on the throne and you're building your castle brick by brick. It is a serendipity card. It's a really good card as far as making things happen. The wands are the fire energies. It's the action energies that get the job done. It's that masculine outer energy. Even the Queen of Wands too, because it's the wands, which is that fire energy, is the action, it's the outer action energy to get the job done. It's that masculine energy. And which is the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, so you could be one of those signs, or you'll find that possibly that someone is coming into your life. We were talking about with the new moon solar eclipse coming up in Libra on the 14th. Has a lot to do with, a new romantic cycle might be beginning for some of you. See, with the Fool card here, you're taking that blind leap of faith off the cliff, whole new beginning. So that again clarifies the new beginning of that solar eclipse in Libra. Okay, so here with the messages and advice, again, we're going to get clarifier cards, is that when you have the King of Wands coming in, I mean, he is totally top of his game. I mean, he is like making things happen. Entrepreneurial energies, a visionary. And we're going to look in here and see the possible outcomes for this reading, Spirit, for the month of October. What do we have here? We have the Six of Cups, and this one is a card, it's like a nostalgia card. Cups being the emotions, is that you're working with somebody. You can see the kids here, and the boy's got the flower in his hands and offering it maybe to the girl there with the cup full. Could be, working with somebody that's coming in from your past. Maybe a romantic relationship starting anew. It could be you getting in touch with your inner child. So something that's coming up from your past, a connection from your past to where you are into your future self. So that's what the Six of Cups represents. It's a stable time where the cups are full and you're looking at the past, how far you've come. Again, nostalgia could be, and you put the pieces where they go for you. That someone from your past is coming in. You may be working with others, relationships that's coming up. We're going to do clarifier cards for this, okay? So we're going to see where this is going. So that's a possible outcome card. We're going to put that right there for right now. Okay. Let us look now, and let's see. We have some clarifier cards. What is this Fool card, Spirit, that we're looking at here for the possible energies beginning of the week? What do we have here, Spirit? What do we have here, Spirit, for the possible energies beginning this week with this Fool card? What is this? Show us clearly. I'll warm up the deck here a little bit. What is this Fool card? Spirit, what is this? There may have been a time when you weren't feeling nurtured and you had some worry or doubt, maybe around your finances. Usually the Pentacles is equating to finances, earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. It could be, something you had been worrying about and feeling left out in the cold financially or with your health, okay? And because it's next to the Fool card here, and I'm feeling that there is, again, this is the possible energies beginning of the month. Let's look a little further into what this Five of Pentacles, what this means. What is this Five of Pentacles, Spirit? It might be something passing away. That's an old energy. And we're using this eclipse season, again, for detoxifying. And it doesn't always mean like detoxifying yourself from chemicals or foods, or it could be the way that you're thinking and feeling, that your emotions are being, whatever is not serving you is coming up to simply leave. And so a lot of the times when I see that Five of Pentacles is that generally that's what happens. Because we have that Six of Cups coming towards the end there, is that there's a nostalgia that's going back and taking care of things because it's no longer needed, so it's going to come up to leave. That's all it is. Sometimes when things come up, people feel like they need to do something about it when it's just coming up to leave. So that's important to understand that. What is this Five of Pentacles, Spirit? Okay. Yep, that's exactly it. So we are looking at the Seven of Wands, and if you look, he's totally standing his ground. You know, so the things that used to happen there, we have the Fool card, and it's a new beginning. You're taking a blind leap of faith into something, and really staying true to what you now believe to be good for you. And that is moving away from that being left out in the cold, the worry, the doubt, the uncertainty that things are going to be okay. This time around, you're standing your ground. So this is the possible energies beginning the week, okay? It's a positivity, faith, optimism. That's a fiery guy right there going, no, I am holding true to my new way that I want to live in the world. What is this Empress energy standing in the position of what we should be focusing on, Spirit? What is this Empress energy? What is this Empress energy standing in what we should be focusing on, Spirit? And I am taking just a little bit longer with this reading because I had to go over the beginning again about the eclipse season. So it is a special reading for this month. What is this Empress energy, Spirit, for what we should be focusing on? And we have the Three of Cups, and that has everything to do with relationships, getting together with, you know, they say your besties, your good friends, those people in your lives that you can really celebrate your emotional stability with, you know, having fun, going out, having a good time. This is what we should be focusing on. Because look at this. I mean, you have these 4 women showing up. And again, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a boy when watching this. Sorry about that. Is that it's in the energies of the card. So it's clearly saying that you're going to be celebrating with others. This Three of Cups comes right in with this Empress energy, being in that receptive mode and celebrating and honoring your emotions in this month. We're going to, and this is the area again which we should be focusing on. What is this Three of Cups, Spirit? It could be some people from your past. Again, things are going to come up to clear out. Can't say that enough, and that's what happens during eclipse season. Why? To bring you into a whole new way of being. What's this Three of Cups, Spirit? What is this Three of Cups, Spirit? And again, thank you so much for these messages. And look at this card's beautiful. I love the Six of Wands because if you can see, he's on his horse. And the wreath is around that wand, and he's going and celebrating his success. It's a successful card. So if you look at all this, it's just the energies of the cards are clearly stating that you're in the receptive mode, you're wanting for nothing because it's in the mode of celebrating with others. Relationships, good food, good drink, good times, laughter, you know, memories that are good, everything positivity, again, positivity, faith, and optimism, and celebrating all of that success that you're sharing with others during this time. So again, can't say it enough, that was the areas we should be focusing on. What's coming up is to be cleared out. What is this Ace of Cups coming in and the unexpected energies? Brand new cup. And we have a choice, you know, maybe you've been feeling, could be feeling during this time, the unexpected energy, something might come up in the mind and feeling like you are, it's like a stalemate, but you make a decision choice. Twos, numerology is making a choice, and swords is something happening in the mind, and you're going to take that blindfold off. I love the moon right here and that image right here. You're going to take that blindfold off, and you're going to make a choice to get out of your head because you have a brand new cup coming in from the hand of God saying, you know what? You choose, have that optimism and faith to choose emotions that feel good instead of getting up in your head about something. We're going to get a clarifier card about this Two of Swords. What is this Two of Swords, Spirit? What is this Two of Swords and the unexpected energies? So if it does come up, just remember, and that's what's good about claiming the reading, however you do that, is that just remember that getting up in your head in something does not solve anything, because the mental thoughts create the emotions that you either like or don't like accordingly to where they're leaning. You know, that negative, don't allow a negative energy or temporary setbacks to get to you, because we have a whole brand new beginning, a brand new emotional beginning coming in here, especially as we started off with the Fool card. Okay. Show us clearly, Spirit. What is this Two of Swords that we're looking at? What is this Two of Swords, Spirit? And now we have the Eight of Cups. So as you do, follow accordingly to what was just said. Getting out of that mental setback. You have the Six of Cups coming in twice. No fooling, because this is the possible outcome card. So we have double energies. Something's definitely coming up from the past, or you are now sitting with your younger self and your future self, and you're making that decision to get out of your head and make a choice. Take the blindfold off and choose that stability of your emotions. Again, grab that cup, and then you going off and a whole new beginning as you choose to clear out and detoxify yourself from anything. Again, remember we were saying it wasn't just, you know, detoxifying doesn't mean just chemicals. It could be the way that you're thinking. It could be a mental way of being, a mental way of thinking that you could be having a whole new way that you perceive reality when this is all said and done. And then as you do, we got choices here. You got the Seven of Cups coming in. And yes, this card could represent, you know, fantasy thinking and stuff like that. Imagination, fantasy thinking, but I'm sensing into it, especially being next to the Six of Cups. So you have a progression. You're going from the Six of Cups to the Seven of Cups. So it's bringing you all these choices and all these different ways that you can choose from that different cups in a way how you feel, because it's all about feelings. Okay. Well, I'm just going to grab a clarifier card for what this Seven of Cups is. What is the Seven of Cups, Spirit? Show us clearly. Yeah, this reading is clearly saying, and I'm really feeling into it, I'm sensing that it's all about really bridging that gap from our younger self to our future self. And here we'll find that we can get a lot accomplished as far as detoxifying. Yeah, it's a fast-moving energy. So as you can see, that horse, that person is moving towards those cups. So you have choices. Once you free up your mind, set yourself free in the mind. And you do it by, you know, bridging the gap from your younger self to your future self. And it could be, for some of you, that there's something coming up from the past, from a past relationship. Okay, could be something that somebody's coming in and is happening. It's going to happen at a really fast pace when you have the Knight of Wands coming in there. Okay, that knight is moving towards those cups. So many choices emotionally. You'll have different emotions that could come up, and you have a choice in which one you want to choose from. Okay, so now we're going to look at here is the messages and advice from Spirit. Is this King of Wands right here? Okay, this is the outcome card, but we're going to look at the King of Wands here. What advice do you have for us? So you're going to be strong, you're going to be solid, you're going to be sitting in that entrepreneurial, visionary, lots of ideas, and it's going to come to fruition. You're going to build that with courage and faith. Again, that wand energy is that action energy, and you're going to make it in a logical decisions. Okay, so it's action energy with the Queen of Swords here. She makes decisions based off of her mental stability, logical stability, and you see the roses here with that connection of her heart. So it's both connected, not one ruling over the other, because the swords represents the mind. So she's able to not go so much into those emotions and being overwhelmed by so many of those emotions that can come up, and you have choices to have. You're going to take that action and you're going to move into that stable masculine energy is the outward energy to get the job done. And that feminine energy, logically making decisions and balance out those overwhelming of those emotions that could be coming at you. So Spirit is saying, you know what? Remember, the mind, doesn't have to be so torturous like this here with the Two of Swords. No. When you get out of, and it's that balance, getting out of that emotional instability and then mental balance, both together, boy, can you accomplish something amazing. What is this Queen of Swords under advice, Spirit? What is this Queen of Swords under advice? What is this Queen of Swords? Oh, that's a lot of cards. But we're going to take them all. It's going to be a longer reading for us. It is. Okay, so it's over. Again, look at that. That's the end of the cycle. Getting all up in your head about something or feeling like you've been backstabbed about something. Again, it could be anything. You put the pieces where they go for you. The new moon, the moon card, again, we're in eclipse season, so we have a full moon lunar eclipse coming up, and then we also have a new moon eclipse, solar eclipse, and also a lunar eclipse this month. So the moon's coming up. Anything that's been hidden, and if you look, again, here's the path. Remember we were talking about the meandering path here, the Fool coming out here at the beginning, taking that blind leap of faith off into a whole new path. Okay, so if you look at the new card here, is this a path, and you're going to go up that path when you follow the light of the eclipses that are coming here. Okay, after the heartache that has been going on here, and it's going to move real fast. Because if you look, this Knight of Swords is moving really fast towards that heartache that you've been having here, however that looks for you. Because remember, when we detoxify from things that no longer serve us, and we don't allow that negative energy or temporary setbacks, that whatever happens that Three of Swords is representing, we move quickly away from that. And it's almost like he's coming in and taking one of those swords out of there and setting that straight. So again, this is coming in from the messages and advice from Spirit. So put the pieces where they go for you for that. We're going to look at the possible outcome card here for the Six of Cups. What is the Six of Cups, Spirit? What is the Six of Cups? Because of that Fool card came up at the beginning, I'm feeling that the Six of Cups for many of you is that you're bridging the gap between your past, your younger self, and your future self. And you're using this eclipse season during the month of October to really clear out things that just don't belong there anymore. So you can expand and have such different opportunities show up, different opportunities for yourself, clearing up the space, widening it, making space within for the new relationships that you always wanted. First for yourself, and then you can have that relationship coming in. Could be friends, could be lovers, could be renewed relationships with family members, old friends. And then we have the World card. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? Because we start out with the Fool card, which is a brand new beginning. This is the card that happens after this card. This is the last card of the Major Arcana. Then we're back around the cycle again. That was at the beginning. And that's the possible energies beginning this week, beginning this month. And then we have a possible outcome. As we do bridge the gap, you are completing the cycle. I love this reading. It's so beautifully choreographed. And so, like I was saying, I'm feeling into this card is that You're bridging the gap from your younger self to your future self. And as you do, a lot of things are going to be purged. A lot of detoxifying is going to happen during this eclipse season. As you do, you come into the world here. And I just realized your boobies are showing. We're going to have to cover that a little bit. As you do, you're going to find success because it's a wreath. You know how we're saying with this whole wreath here? How he's moving towards with the wreath on there? That means success. He's carrying that wreath on his wand and just strutting his grace and his success. This is the World card has a whole big wreath on there. So it's the World card is completion, success. It's just a really beautiful card. You're done. You're celebrating. You're happy. Yep, everything, because it's completion. It's completion at all levels there until you start back with the Fool card. So this whole eclipse season is going to bring you full circle around again. As that happens, we're going to do one more card for this possible outcome. What is this World card, Spirit? Okay, and then we got the Eight of Swords. So again, the Eight of Swords represents sabotage, mental sabotage. You're getting up in your head about things. But because of what we talked about in this entire reading, that's something that is being detoxified, okay? So we're going to do a clarifier card for this Eight of Swords and see what we're looking at here. And I'm pretty sure it's because there's a lot of detoxifying going on mentally, and you're going to use this eclipse season to do that. And then guess what's going to happen? You're going to get to move into the 11-11 card and celebration, complete celebration. 11 is success. It's a predecessor to the 10 of Wands. It's the first one before we complete the cycle. 11-11 means that you are celebrating your complete success. So indeed, what it's saying to me for the possible outcome of this reading is that as you detoxify and bridge the gap between your past self and everything in between to your future self, you're going to see a lot of things that don't serve you anymore. They're going to clear out, make space within you so you have more love for yourself, which in turn gives you more love for others. It leaves you in the receptive mode of the Empress energy, because this is what we should be focusing on for this month, is the Empress energy. And as you do, you'll find that you'll have new relations with others, right? And you'll be successful in your walk for this month. You're making room, detoxifying, making room, and then allowing yourself to be more in the receptive mode for magnetism, to be a magnet to things to you attract to you. And as you do, you're completing a cycle. You're not going to be staying very long within this sabotage, mental sabotage, feel like you can't make a move, tied up, because it's all been in your head. My thoughts can do that. They are very potent. Things can seem very real when they're not. And then as you do, look at this. We move right into the 11-11 time for this month. Let's take a picture of this. Okay, so we have now, we're looking at a conclusion here. We're going to draw some, I know this reading's going to be really long for some of you, but it is worth it. We're going to draw some oracle cards. Spirit, what do we have? Other extra messages for this month of October. And thank you for these messages. And again, if this is resonating, please claim the reading however you do that within yourself. Would you give it a thumbs up? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Sure, give a comment. Say hi if you want to. I'm here. I'm friendly. And thank you for subscribing, sharing the videos with others as well. What do we have here, Spirit, for this? What we're looking at for oracle cards for this. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Again, it's just temporary setbacks. There's no such thing as failure. You're an endless being, and we're always going through transitional times. Sometimes we're more transitional than others, if you know what I mean. And so negative energy does not serve. Mistakes, there is no such thing. We don't look at mistakes. There's no mistakes, accidents, there's no coincidence, there's no chance. Coincidences are just instances which are coinciding to what's happening here. Okay, so we're going to look into a little bit of these cards here. What do we see here, Spirit? It's a blessing. Whatever is something that's considered a failure to happen, it just wasn't meant to be, and you're moving on to something better. Life does that. It's only when we focus on the things that we don't want. It's really that simple. It comes right to us. It does take practice. It takes focus to not look at things that you don't want, that doesn't make you feel good. What are the messages we have here, Spirit, from the Oracle? And again, thank you so much for these messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes it's just take some time out just to chill out and don't think about anything too much. You don't really need to think too much at all about anything. It's really focusing on how you're feeling. And if it's not feeling very good, that's when you have to stop and keep things in check. Wisdom. God has a plan for me. This is exactly what we're saying. I live here now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed thanks to all my efforts. And oh my goodness, how this ties into everything we were talking about during this reading. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. What other oracle cards want to happen? What other messages do we have here, Spirit, for this reading? What other messages do we have here, Spirit? Oh, Divine Source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. And boy, that is tying in again about the plan, knowing that there's a plan for me. Knowing that there's a larger part of you that is working through. You are a creation of Source. That's the whole thing. You're a child of God. You are a creation. And you were created to come into the physical, to expand the physical, to enjoy yourself, not to suffer. You didn't come here to suffer. You didn't come here for that. What archangelic animals want to come in here? What archangelic, the highest of frequencies, want to come in? What messages do we have for our peeps for this month, Spirit? And again, thank you so much for these messages. What other messages do we have here, Spirit? What are we looking at? What are we looking at here, Spirit, for the other message? Any other messages? Ooh, Hyena. Dare to be different. Archangel Jophiel. Dare to be different. Do something different. You're doing something different this month. What are we doing differently this month? Well, we're allowing things to come up to pass because they're simply just going to come up to leave. You don't need to sit there on it. Get off the subject. Do something different. You don't have to entertain anything that's negative. Stay in your positive mode and things will just happen for you. It's staying in that magnetic way and attracting that which you want to you. Dragonfly Spirit, Truth Ascends Illusion. Number 22. 22 is a master number like 11. We don't break down master numbers. They're master numbers, and we had both of them. We have 11 coming in here right at the end for a possible outcome, and we have 22 master number. That is gorgeous. This entire reading is so beautiful. You know, I'm going to draw one more card, even though we're close to an hour out here. That's okay, because those of you who are staying, it was meant for you. So bless your hearts. And thank you for staying within this reading. Again, I don't sit here and make up how long or short the readings are going to be. I just move with and flow with the energies. Okay. Groundhog Spirit. So that's it right there in a nutshell. Time to let it go. You don't hold on to things that don't make you feel good. And you allow that which comes up to simply leave. It is simple as that. We have number 31, so auspicious numbers here, 1, 3, or 4. Okay, you might want to write those numbers down if that resonates with you or not. Just take what you need. You know, breathe in the energies of this reading. You don't have to do anything, but just enjoy. They're here as clarifications for you. You have your own inner guidance, your inner being. Take what you need and leave the rest. And thank you so much again for being here. May you have a beautiful month of October and enjoy this eclipse season that's going to leave each one of us very different by the time it is over. And enjoy your 11:11 moments. Enjoy your success. Enjoy the things that are coming towards you, and always lean towards the positive. You can't get it wrong. You're loved. I love you. Thank you so much for coming in here and joining this community. And again, thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Many blessings.